Hi guys, welcome back to I Slay Spina Bifida. I'm Dawn. Um, Welcome everybody. Before we get into the video, I would like to welcome my new subscribers and welcome back to my original supporters. I thank you all for everyone, even the new subscribers. I thank you guys for supporting me and look watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Also, before I get into the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, so I am going to do today a story time, testimony mostly, and it involves with uterine fibroids. I know I have subscribers who are men as well. So if you don't want to watch it or hear about uterine fibroids, I understand. Uh, it's okay. But I just wanted to get this story out, because it may help somebody else. So this was when I was about 34, and I was diagnosed with uterine fibroids, and when I tell you, the uterine fibroids caused me so much pain. I've lost a lot of blood, you guys. I had 20 blood transfusions. I had 19 in 1 year, and then I ended up having another one the year after that. But I didn't know at the time. I didn't know anything about uterine fibroids. I've only heard it one time because my mother had it. And if you guys don't know what uterine fibroids is, it's a tumor that grows in the uterus, the uterine wall of a woman, and it's not cancerous, but sometimes it can be. And in my case, it was not cancerous. It's not cancerous at all. So when I tell you I've been through a lot with uterine fibroids, I've been through a lot. And mind you, I'm already dealing with spina bifida. So uterine fibroids was not what I wanted to be dealing with, but I had to deal with it. And I would bleed. I'm talking about non-stop. It will probably stop like maybe a couple of days, but it will go for a whole month. Like when my cycle starts, the bleeding never ends until, like I said, it'll probably end and stay gone for 3 days, but then it'll go right back into me bleeding. And they would have to, I'm not talking about, you know how some people bleed and they only get 1 unit of blood, because it'll probably be enough for them to bleed a lot more than usual. Well, I didn't have, each time that I had these blood transfusions, I would end up getting like 5 or 6 units of blood because I would bleed that much. And also I was dealing with some sort of insurance that only would allow patience to go and see doctors once a year. And in my case, because I've already was dealing with a health issue, which is spina bifida, it's a birth defect. And, you know, I was never a yearly patient. I would have to go see my doctors every month just to make sure, you know, and I had to see specialists too. So it was a very difficult time at that time, dealing with uterine fibroids and spina bifida. And that uterine fibroid changed my whole entire life, basically. It dictated, kind of like, I don't know if anybody experienced this, but it was like making me change my diet, which I'm not going to say it's a bad thing, but I can't eat a lot of red meats because I've read uterine fibroids feeds off the estrogen in the red meat. So I don't eat a lot of red meat. I eat mostly chicken and fish and turkey. I don't eat a lot of fried foods either. And maybe once in a while I'll eat fried food, but not every day or you know, every other day. It's like once in a blue moon. So, and then also fibroids kept me bloated. I was in a lot of pain, and I was in so much pain, you guys. I'm talking about, like, every time when I had to go to the emergency room to get my blood transfusions, they would have to give me morphine. That's how much pain I was in. Now, I've heard people say fibroids to them feel like birth pain, but I don't know if birth pain feel like that. I don't know, you guys. I might not want to have kids. But it was bad. That pain was very bad. And then they would send me home with a stronger medication. It wasn't as strong as morphine, but it was strong enough to knock the pain out. I think it was hydrocodone. They would send me home with that because I would be in so much pain. Tylenol did not work. Ibuprofen did not work. None of these over the store, you know, over the counter medication would work for me. So I was like, I gotta do something. And at that time, I felt like I'm already dealing with spina bifida. Maybe I should just get rid of, you know, the problem and just go ahead and get a hysterectomy. Well, the doctors, they do not want to perform any kind of surgery on me because they feel like I'm going to die on the table. They use the excuse because of my weight, and I have all these medical issues already. It's too risky. Well, I've had friends who have fibroids, and they're, you know, larger than me, and they went and got the hysterectomy. I believe it has something to do with my disability, mostly, not just my weight. I think most of it was because of my disability. But they, you know, have failed to realize that at birth, I had major surgeries when I was a baby. So, you know, and I survived. And then by me and my parents believing in God, you know I would make it out of, you know, hysterectomy. But, and then they were saying it's too much downtime. And I also believe that it had to do with something with the insurance as well, because some insurance do not allow people to stay in the hospital. And I've noticed that because every time when I went and got this blood transfusions, they would send me home, but I will still be dizzy and lightheaded and things like that. And, my blood level was still not right. So I'm just grateful that, God pulled me through that situation. I knew He was going to pull me through that situation because, He did it for me before. If you guys never heard my testimony about how I was born with spina bifida, and they told my parents that I only had 3 days to live at that time, and God spared my life, and I'm 41 now. So God is just awesome, you guys. He's awesome. You guys need to try Him because He's an awesome God. He never forsaken you. He will never leave you. He never lies. God's word is always the truth, and He back up what He say. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then another thing, I'm still having a little difficulty with uterine fibroids, and the way they stopped the bleeding was I had to get a birth control, a IUD, and I want to go back to the doctor to see if they have some other option, because the IUD is the main problem and it's the main cause of one of the main cause of my weight. The other main cause of my weight is I'm not really mobile like everybody else, but I do try to move as much as I can. I feel like, transferring in and out the bed, and when I have to go to the bathroom, I transfer in and out my chair onto the toilet. That's, to me, that's a lot of exercise, because you have to have a lot of strength and muscles to remove yourself from the chair to the bathroom, from the chair to the bed, and things like that. So and to the shower, and I do this daily. So I feel that they have to come up with another solution with this fibroid issue. But my message today is basically just trust God in everything, health-wise, your daily task, whatever it is that you're going through daily, put it in God's hand. I'm biting my lips, sorry guys. But you just put it in His hands, because He's the only one that will solve all your issues. Just give Him a try. That's all, and never give up on Him. And so I just thank God that, He never left me, even through my darkest hours and the storms that I go through. He never left me. He never left me. And He will never leave you. So, yeah, guys, I've been through a lot. A lot. But I'm still holding on. I'm still staying strong. And I'm still, just pushing and going through my daily trials and tribulations, because we all have them. And it's up to us not to give up and, depend on God more. He's just an awesome God. He never will forsaken all of us. We go through these trials and tribulations to learn from it, and to and it's also to make us stronger as well. So yeah, you guys, I'm just happy that you know, and I didn't have to get any more blood transfusions, because 20 blood transfusions, that's a lot already. And I know the last transfusion that I did have, it was hard for them to find some blood for me because I've had so much of it. They couldn't find my blood type. So I could have died from that, you know, not having having blood, because they couldn't find my blood type because of the past of me having all these transfusions. And another thing I learned is that insurance people, these insurance company, they need to do better. They really do, because there are a lot of people that out here is very sick, and for them to be money hungry like that, it's like you really jeopardizing people's lives when you do stuff like, oh, you can't stay in a hospital a certain, you know, time and all of that. It's a lot of people out here that really need medical attention. You know, you can't just based on money issues, you know what I'm saying? And it's a true saying, money is the root of all evil. And it really is. I mean, people are so money hungry these days. So, and for those who are going through right now, medically, and, you know, whatever it is that you're going through, just stay encouraged. Just keep on pushing. Don't give up, you know, and pray to God. He's always there. He's always there. And just keep on believing and having faith. And I'm a witness. He will take care of you. He will. So, yeah, you guys, I'm about to end this vlog. I know it's kind of short. But I love you guys, and happy Thanksgiving as well. I hope you guys will have a blessed, wonderful, amazing Thanksgiving with your family. I know I can't wait, because I'm going to go to my mom's house, you know.